Ephesians 4:7. How can I find out or know what my gift is? I should probably answer one. You want me to answer that one? Let me take one. Okay. Good question. How many of you in here today would raise your hand and say, you know, that's me. I know when we studied the Bible, it says that Jesus, according to Ephesians chapter 4, gives us gifts, spiritual gifts, but then he wants our life to be a gift back to the church. So how many of you would say, I want to know, but I'm still kind of wondering with, how am I gifted? Good, thank you for raising your hands. I see them. Couple of things, let me help you here. One, you can spend some time praying and spending time connecting with the one who gave you the gift. Spend time in prayer. And as you're doing that, maybe read the Bible. Let me give you some places where you can see where the Bible lists spiritual gifts. You can find them, if you're taking notes, in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. You can find them in Romans chapter 12. You can find them in Ephesians chapter 4. You can find them in 1 Peter chapter 3. So you can pray, you can read the Bible and say, I see these gifts listed. God, speak to my heart. You made me. Yeah. How am I wired? Which a lot of times, what do you enjoy to do? Yeah. God will likely gift you in a way that brings joy and pleasure to you. So begin to say, what do I want to do? It brings me joy. And as you begin to serve, it's a great way to find out where your gifts are. Start doing something. And then say, do I like it? Don't say, you know, the sound of crying babies makes me cry. Please don't help in Adventureland, okay? That's not your gift. But find out what brings me joy and start doing it. And then seek counsel from other people. Do you see that in me? Could you see me doing that, sir? We spent years talking about my call to preach and my desire to preach. Yes. And we spent lots of time. And then do it. Does it bear fruit? If you're called to teach, and you start teaching, and everybody hates you, I'm just saying, I don't know. Try something else. But you can pray. Study the scripture. Seek counsel. And then just start doing it. And ask God, would you bless me? Would you bless my efforts? Would you bring fruit from it? I think that's one way that people can do that. And then also, go to our blog, SagemontAwaken.org. SagemontAwaken.org. And what we did is I found 2 spiritual gifting assessments that you can take. You can print them off. They're from the SBC and others. They're reliable sources. And you can take that spiritual gift assessment test. And it's maybe a way to just start getting you down the road today or this week. So you can go and look at that.
Practical suggestions.
Good.
Most helpful. I've never met someone who's identified their gift who hasn't identified it in the course, just as you said, of trying things, of service.
That's right.
Good suggestion.
Thank you. I appreciate that. They were mine.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. No, please.
If I could just insert this way. Don't get troubled over the fact that after you examine the passages of Scripture mentioned, you still don't find your gift listed.
Yes.
Don't get nervous about that. They're not meant to be an exhaustive list of gifts. They're meant to be a sampling of categories of gifts. The issue is not identifying and label your gift. The issue is, as Wade so well said, finding something that gives you satisfaction, that bears fruit, and that others recognize to be your gift.